We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Play action, now it's Lance. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Lance. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Cook running on 1st down, but this defense up to the task there as they stop him before he can even get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1 officially. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Cousins. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 69 yards. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team.
Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tackle the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. Cook able to escape. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Oh, he gets loose right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse. And
he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
in this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action. Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right at the 35.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats. Mostert, and he drops the ball. And this belongs to the Vikings. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And look at this. He's going to keep it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Rolling to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This one caught by Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
You gotta love it, baby.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Niners are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out.
Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Off of play action, here's Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gold is able to put it through. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cousins.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Open man is Thielen, is complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. And for Kirk Cousins, who came into the league as a backup to RG3, they were drafted the same year in Washington in 2012.
Then he got a starting job. He's been pretty consistent, and on that last throw, Kirk Cousins just went over 30,000 yards in his career. Congratulations, Kirk.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Raheem Mostert.
75 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
On play action, Cousins. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Cousins. They'll dump this off to Cook. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one, 36 yards. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's got room. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 169 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Lance a handoff here to Mostert.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all good.